Another Montana Farmers Union convention in the books, and farmers and ranchers from across the state have helped set the organization's policy for the coming year. Russell Nemitz shares what some of those key legislative priorities are in our Montana Ag Network report.
Like other grassroots agricultural organizations in Montana, Montana Farmers Union President Alan Merrill says setting policy for the coming year is still the #1 priority at their annual convention.
Members, of course, get together once a year, and we come together and we work on policy, of course, bylaw changes for the organization, and set the pace for the next year coming up for 2019.
With another Montana legislative session just around the corner, he says water will be a big issue in 2019 at the state capitol in Helena.
The different private well water issues that are hitting not only the urban part, but even out on the farming part with irrigation, how much water you're going to get, the water coming down the different rivers, who's got the rights to them, the old grandfather rights and things like that. So water is really important.
As for national policy, the National Farmers Union's Matt Perdue says they're working hard in Washington, D.C. to get a new farm bill finalized by Congress and signed by President Trump by the end of the year.
You know, a lot of the members of Congress are back in their states, obviously campaign season, and folks are getting a lot of chance to interact with them, but all the work continues in D.C. and staffers are still having conversations. Some big differences between the House and Senate bill, particularly on Title IV, that's the nutrition title. We've heard a lot about those issues there. Also some outstanding issues with Title II, the conservation title, particularly with the House merger of EQIP and CSP, whereas the Senate just followed a different structural path with that title. So trying to bring together those differences and you know, make sure that we have a good farm bill that serves family farmers and ranchers well.
And for members like Tom Clark from Fort Benton, he appreciates having the Montana Farmers Union working on his behalf, both here in Montana and in Washington, D.C.
So I'm a Farmers Union member because after becoming a farmer 8 years ago and learning more about agriculture, it became apparent to me that there is a place for having a voice with agriculture. It's not just doing the farm work or growing the grains, but to actually actively have a voice in the legislation or in our community. And Farmers Union, with the emphasis on family farming, really is important to me, and trying to make sure that we are either at the state level or the national level doing everything we can to enhance the lifestyle of family farming.
In Great Falls, Russell Nemitz, MTN News.
Also, a couple of other big policy items for Farmers Union in 2019 include trade and fake meat.